Okay, we're going to install the Dutrax DCS51 Zephyr Xtra onto my layout now. First thing to make sure is that the throttle is on stop. Forward reverse lever is set to brake. We're going to need a small flathead screwdriver. This little jeweler's screwdriver is actually too small, but it will work. You need a slightly larger one. Next step is to take your track power wire here. Now this is happens to be 16 gauge speaker wire that I have, and basically my white wire is going to be rail A. It's marked with a white stripe, and my clear wire is marked with rail B. Now for you this could be black and red or any two designations, as long as you make sure that the rails don't cross anywhere. So on the back here this is marked rail A. I'm going to take my white wire, insert it into the rail A terminal, and tighten the screw down until it holds. It's just that easy. Loosen up the rail B and insert it, and tighten up the screw just like that, and I'm connected to track power. Now while I'm here, I also have wires coming from my programming track, and I'm going to go ahead and connect those as well. There is a probe A and probe B connectors here. They're not exactly where you might expect them to be, but if you just follow the labels back here, it's very easy. So my white wire again will go to prog A on my programming track, and I will tighten that down. And prog B is over here on the other side of the ground, which is in the center. A little bit of trouble with my screwdriver here. Insert that in there and tighten it down as well. Okay, now I'm actually having a little bit of trouble here because I used a very small 24 gauge wire for my programming track. My main power bus is 16 gauge, and for a layout this small, that's hopefully adequate. One of the things we're going to do here in a minute is what's called the quarter test to make sure of that. Okay, now we have our track power is very solidly connected. Our programming power is not. I'm going to have to work on that later. Now we'll take our power adapter here and of course loosen up the rubber band and connect this up. This is a standard power connector, just like many household electronics, your stereo or whatever. I'll reach down here and plug the main power into my household power and stretch the cord up here, again making sure everything is turned off. I'm going to plug in power on the back and turn this puppy around where we can see it, and we should be ready to go. Okay, so we're going to move around here a little bit so you can see the controls. You can see that the display is saying loco, and so we're going to pause here for just a moment to grab the quick start and make sure we follow the steps. Alright, we're back, and we're going to put an address in and control our C&O chassis system loco, which is just out of sight up here. There you can see it off in the distance. Okay, just barely. Alright, so the instructions say in order to program an address, we're going to press the loco key, which is here. You'll notice it starts blinking zeros. And dial in 03, which is the default address for a decoder that hasn't been programmed yet. Press loco again, and now it says 03. So, if this all worked the way it was supposed to, I should be able to reach in here. You'll notice the brake light is on. Should be able to switch this baby to forward. Notice the brake light went off. Start dialing up some track speed here. And unless I did something really wrong, I should be seeing the engine move, and it's not. So we have a problem. We're going to put it on brake, put it on stop, turn off the track. Oh, haha, we forgot to turn on track power. That's the problem. Notice our track status is hot now. So now we'll switch our thing to forward. Just tested our safety system there. And here comes our locomotive. There he is, very slowly creeping into view here. I'll pull up the speed a little bit. Bring him to a stop with the throttle instead of the brake. Switch it to reverse. Should see him move backwards. Now you can't see in the reverse. Okay. Need to look at the lighting situation on that. Okay, we're going to put it back into forward. I'm going to move him forward. I'm going to throw the brake on. You notice he stops immediately no matter what the throttle position is. That's a good thing. And so off we go.